That's how you do it. Buy that big old box. You always got them on hand. It's the new kitchen. Gonna do all our cooking and prepping here. Tell y'all what, it's cold this morning. But we woke up at 5 a.m. and went right to the gym. First time in over a month. All I can say is life has been lifing. That's all right. I know it doesn't take me long to get back where I want to be. Good morning, everyone. How many eggs y'all want? I'm gonna have 6. Maybe if I don't break them. I did the egg lean. All right. I just moved here, so I gotta use plastic and paper. I'll get back to my dishes. And actually, I gotta show y'all. For anybody that follows my journey, you know that my old kitchen was crap. I now have a dishwasher. I got a stove. How cool is that? A microwave. We already have one of those. My fridge is a real size fridge now. Instead of that little tiny one up there in that apartment. We're doing all right now. We went from living in a customer's house, getting out of a divorce, to now we're in our own place, and I got all the necessities I need to be great. Before, it was harder than hell, man. I was trying to do everything I was supposed to do and doing it on a budget, kind of. I didn't have a kitchen. I didn't have a washer and dryer. I was doing everything, living 3 stories up. It was tough. And I still dropped 50 pounds of fat and got my ass on stage, and I felt great. Showed my family what I could do, and everybody else following. But now is the real time, because now I've got a little easier. I got everything I need. It's time to show y'all what I'm really made out of. Unfortunately, life was kicking my butt for a little bit there. I lost both my grandparents in 3 days. Was getting evicted nicely out of where I was living because a lady wanted to sell her house. Work was failing, my business, as in everything out of my control was happening. GCs stealing work. Work wasn't going through how it was supposed to. Then you finish weeks of work and wait months for the pay to come in. A lot of stuff unfair. Sitting around late at night thinking, why is this happening? I need to get out of this funk. So I took a little time off. Unfortunately, I broke my 6 months of sober, and I had a couple beers every night, just drinking, kind of processing everything going on in my life. And I wasn't getting drunk or being crazy. I just had my couple beers to relax and let my mind chill out. And now we're gonna dump 2 beers out, because fuck that shit. I don't know if you're allowed to cuss on this, but I'm feeling frisky this morning. This right here is my kryptonite. I love Voodoo Rangers. They kind of taste like shit, but they're pretty good. And they're 9%, and they'll mess your butt up. So let's get rid of them. We don't need this in our life no more. I didn't need it before, and I really didn't need it. But I just felt bad for myself. I said, why not? It's not gonna kill me. But you know what? Even though it's not gonna kill me, it's still gonna hold me back. And that was the same mindset I had when I first quit 6 months ago. It's not bad, but it's not good. And I'm on a streak in life right now, trying to do everything that's good. Things that'll help me get further in life. Sometimes in life, when you want better and greater things for yourself, you have to let go of those things that aren't bad, but they're not good for you. And that's what we're doing. So now we're gonna cook some eggs. I already went to the gym this morning. I actually went to bed at 5 o'clock last night just so I didn't have a couple beers. I didn't think that I'm an alcoholic or anything, but The 2 beers were in the fridge, the last 2 of a 6-pack, and I told myself, you know what? If I stay awake up any longer, I'm probably going to end up drinking them. So let's go to bed. Woke up at 5 a.m. and I went straight to the gym. First time in over a month. We're getting back on track, people. Sorry I disappeared. Do my whole 6 eggs in the morning. When I'm closer on prep, I take out the egg yolks. There's a lot of sodium in there. I don't fully cut sodium out altogether, but I definitely cut it out very, very, very minimally so that I can stop retaining as much water getting ready for a show. So now we're allowed to just do whole eggs and I can eat whatever the heck I want. That's a lie. Not eat whatever I want. Eat within reason, better choices. Like I said, to have a stove is like a blessing. I was working on little Bunsen burners for a while. It you damn fine. Who that? What's up, Tar Heel? I always forget to look at the comments. I really appreciate that great positive mindset. That's what I try to always have, honestly. But some days are harder than others, man. You could be the most inspirational, motivational person in the world. And I think those type of people, they just kind of disappear. They don't let people know they're struggling because it's a part of their whole thing. You want to keep that persona, that character, that what am I trying to say? You're trying to keep that look for people to always feel welcome in your life. And, oh, that guy is so positive. He's always on one. No, they're not. They just hide it from you. And people like me that wear my heart on my sleeve, I usually end up telling people what I'm going through. Sometimes I feel like I'm crying and whining all the time, but really I'm just an open soul. I like everybody to see my journey inside and out. It's not always pretty, it's not always fun, but that's the building blocks to get where you need to get. So that's what we're doing right now, and we're gonna get back on top. I had goals of being an IFBB pro this year, and unfortunately I think I'm letting that go. I'm definitely getting on stage again this year, but I think I have to let that idea go because I had to more focus on my business. Bobby's Builds, I'm a construction owner, and I kind of took a step back and let my guys run the business, and things kind of fell apart. So I had to step up, get back in field, lay some people off, and it's what we're doing right now. Let the beard grow back out, lost the pretty boy look. Definitely a rental. It takes about 5 business days just to get the blinds open. But just want to get back on here and touch base with you guys because I know there's a lot of y'all that follow me and believe in me, and I appreciate that. Honestly, I do. It means the world. And I try to reciprocate that love back to y'all's pages. I still have never done a battle. I've never done co-hosting, getting on others. There's a lot of fun things I still haven't done with TikTok. And I really came out the gate swinging. I was posting a lot, showing everything I've been going through. And then I just disappeared for a month. So we're gonna get back to it. It's hard for me sometimes. I do so many different things throughout the week. Construction, fitness, being a dad, being a family member to a big family. There's always something going on. So it's hard to always jump on here and stay accountable and have the confidence. I don't know how some of y'all are on here all the time. Honestly, I'm very outgoing, but trying to go to the gym and start a live or something, I personally would feel uncomfortable if somebody was sitting right next to me talking and just doing this and that and trying to show around the gym. It's just distracting. When I go to the gym, I like to work hard, put my head down, and I'll talk here and there. Honestly, there was a guy this morning, he wasn't eyeballing me or nothing, but I could just tell it was alpha. I walked in, he was there, big black guy. He was cool as hell though. And I walked by the mirrors, he kind of looked at me, and then I came back by again, and I was like, let's break the ice. And I kind of pointed, he took his headphones off, and I said, bro, we got the same sweatshirt on. It's that Walmart budget sweatshirt. He was laughing, and it was cool. Broke the ice. And a lot of times in life, you people don't understand, everybody's going through just about the same thing. When you walk by somebody, I can't say you're thinking the same thing, but 9 times out of 10, that person's cool. And if you would just say something, break the ice, you're probably going to end up having a great conversation. Or you can choose to walk by, feel like they're an a-hole, or they're full of themselves. And this isn't just in the gym. This is anywhere in life, honestly. Anywhere you're in life, if you just take a second to say, hey, compliment somebody, man, it breaks the system, the realm of just people walking around A to B. Like, sometimes you got to add a C in there. You got to say, hey, stop the matrix. Open their eyes. It's fun. It really is. And it puts you in a spot where you have to talk and you have to socialize, and you almost remember things you forgot too. You start bringing up stories and conversations and things you haven't talked about in a while, and topics that you wouldn't even think of, but they brought up and you start talking about. People, get out there and talk. It's fun. It's not as scary as it seems. But I'm also a bigger person where I can say, I have this mindset this morning because I chose to wake up again. For about a month, I was just poor me. Life's hard. Work's not working out. I'm counting pennies to put in my gas tank and a 2025 Ram. Like, you get out of a 2025 nice truck, people are like, oh, he's got it together. No, dude. That truck payment that was just change before, just I'd pull it out of my pocket. Here's my truck payment, $1,200. Now, it's hard. People didn't do what they were supposed to do. Everything I planned, anything out of my control happened. I put so much into me and invested into so many other people around me thinking they'd do their part. I forgot that I still had to do their part. Or at least supervise it. Even though they were in a position to be the supervisor. But sometimes life is not fair, and you have to sit back and remember life's not fair to everyone. Some people take it better, some people move on quicker, but life is equally unfair to everyone. You might have a different start in life, but the same life is out there once you open that door. It's what you do to make it different. And that's why I'm smiling, because I woke up this morning and I said, no more beer. I said, let's get back to the gym. You know, at the beginning of last year, I was going through it big time because of a divorce and stuff. You know, and now I can sit back and say, okay, I have a lot going on. Grandparents passing away, having to move, all these things, work failing. I have nothing to put in my new house. I'm just sleeping on the floor on my bed for right now. I can't, it's too big. I can't even get it upstairs. Look, I'm open about everything. There's my bed down in the living room because it's way too heavy to get it upstairs by myself. But I moved all my stuff here by myself. We're doing what we can. And I'm still happy, very happy. Let me cook these eggs before they burn. I feel like a lot of my lives always go stale because I talk a lot, say some good stuff, and then go back to what I'm doing. You're not allowed, I don't think you're allowed to have music playing in the background, but I got some bluegrass playing. Definitely need to get back out fishing some more. I miss fishing. Those were some pretty good lives, although I wasn't always catching that much. Hey, I appreciate y'all helping the flash goal. That means a lot. All right, and I'll tell you what, this cooks way faster than my little double burner thing. So this is cool, a lot less wasted time. Okay. 6 whole eggs coming up. Y'all can't tell, but I'm salivating on the inside. I'm so excited to eat these eggs. I was eating eggs every single morning for the longest time. And then life happened and I just abandoned it all. I haven't been eating good. Shit. I think one day I had McDonald's 3 times in one day. And I'm not proud of that. But I appreciate y'all sticking around for this live this morning. Thanks for helping with the flash goal. Like I said, I'm going to be back to me again. Look at that. You can see the light through my beard. So my skin's actually back there. I got to shave this thing. But all right, I love y'all. Thank you so much for sticking around. More to come.